Hey, welcome back, happy people. Thank you for stopping by at my channel. If you're already subscribed, I say thank you for coming back. If you're yet to subscribe, consider subscribing, because on this channel we're going to be encouraging ourselves on how to take our 4C, 4C, 4B, 4A hair to the next level. So in this video, we are going to be detangling, we are going to be taking down the hair, we are going to be pre-pooing. We're going to be doing loads of stuff that is involved in taking down the hair. So I'm going to be using my daughter's hair for this illustration. I do hope you're going to understand. So this illustration does not only apply to children, it also applies to us as an adult. As we can see, her hair is as dense as that of an adult already. So one of the vital steps that you must carry out is to put in some form of moisture before you take down the hair. And my chosen moisture in this takedown process is water. I'm going to be using water. I'm also going to be using oils. I'm going to be using a hair tool which is called Ilarun in Yoruba language. Yoruba language is one of the Nigerian languages. So Ilarun is what I'm going to be using to take down our hair. It's a small brown comb. So after putting water, I'm going to put in some oils. I'm going to massage her scalp. So what I need basically for this takedown process is water in the spray bottle. I need oils. I need my fingers. And then I need our Ilarun, which is the brown small comb. All right, guys, the oils that I'm using for this hair was formulated by me. I chose the most essential oils that helps to nourish our hair. I also did a very wonderful herbal blend to go with the oils, because all I am after is how the hair can be strengthened, how the hair can be nourished, and how the hair can be preserved. So whenever you're handling your hair, you're either preserving your hair or you're damaging your hair. Is one of the two. And I have come to study our hair so much that I've come up with this particular belief. So the periods when we lose hair, the periods when our hair break, the periods when we are most likely to see our hair falling is when we are taking our hair down, when we're combing our hair, when our hair is being braided, and when our hair is being detangled. If you're able to attack these 4 periods in your hair journey, if you're able to attack it properly, if you're able to address these 4 periods in your hair will grow to length that you won't believe. This is the reason why I tell people a lot that it's not just about the product to use in your hair. The process, the method in which you apply that product, and then the process and the way you handle your hair matters a lot more. Product, I will give it a 40%, and then the procedures, the way you handle your hair, I'm going to give it a 60%. You can be using some wonderful oils, some wonderful hair mist, some wonderful growth oils. When it's time for you to take down your hair, if you're not careful, you're going to break all the lengths you have been able to accumulate for a period of time. Even if the growth oil is working at growing your hair, the question is, how do you comb your hair? How do you detangle it? How do you take it down? And how do you braid your hair? Are you in constant communication with your hair braider when you're braiding your hair? Or you just sit down and then you believe anyone that touches your hair is a professional, and then you keep on complaining, the growth oil that I'm using is not working? No, sis, it's working, but your hair is breaking at the same rate at which your hair is growing. Therefore, you're not going to see the length. All right. You're putting the growth oil on your scalp, your hair is coming up, and then you're mishandling the ends of your hair. How are you ever going to see the growth? So this is the oil I'm putting on her hair, which is going to be helping me to detangle her hair. So when people talk about pre-poo, I see pre-poo as multifunctional. Pre-poo helps me to loosen my hair, to loosen my daughter's hair. It's helping to loosen my client's hair as well, because I also handle some clients right now. It helps me to loosen their hair with a lot more ease. And when I loosen their hair, because there's already some form of moisture and some oils, and I've been able to use my finger to detangle properly, I'm able to keep their hair stretched while I'm losing it by doing a twist. This twist is loose. It's not a tight twist. It doesn't take me up to 20 seconds for me to get it twisted. So the reason why I twist the hair after each line that I have loosened is to keep the hair stretched. If I leave the hair without twisting it, it's going to curl up. It's going to become a lot more difficult for us to detangle and for us to comb. And we're trying to avoid a situation where our hair is breaking off. When your hair is tangled and you're trying to comb it, you cannot avoid breakage. It will break, truth be told. So I'm losing the hair gently, and one of the techniques that helps me very, very well when I'm taking down her hair is that while I braid her hair, I don't make the ends tight. I braid the ends loosely for 3 reasons. Number 1, it adds some kind of volume and beauty to the end result of the hairstyle when I'm done. Number 2, it helps the takedown process a lot more easier. And number 3, we are unable to encounter breakage when we are taking down the hair because the ends of the hair was braided loosely anyways. Now, I made a hairstyle for my daughter that involved me using threads. That's what I'm throwing off, okay? So the end product of the hairstyle was like a flat twist, but I actually sewed her hair with a thread because I didn't want her ends to be damaged for the hairstyle that I wanted to achieve. So I thought of using a thread and it came out so beautifully. Alright, so I'm putting in some moisture because I've noticed that the hair was going dry. Putting in some moisture so that I can detangle the hair some more. And while I detangle her hair, I also try to take out shaded hairs because shaded hairs are some of the things that causes our hair to tangle. When your hair is shaded and then it's just left in your hair, it will propel tangling. Your hair will tangle, okay? So these oils also help to soften the debts at the scalp and at the beginning of the hair. The oils are so necessary. Here I'm detangling my her hair with my fingers gently, and remember you want to work with a smooth nail. You don't want your nails to be rough and pulling out the hair. So I make sure my nails are smooth when I'm going on anybody's hair at all, either my hair, my daughter's hair, or my client's hair. Because one of my promises that I made to myself is no hair would break in my hands. Okay? So my daughter enjoys it whenever I'm making her hair, whenever I'm losing her hair, because she doesn't feel any pain at all. Over the years, I've been able to come up with several routines, several techniques. As her hair increases in length, I change my style, I change my routines. So for this particular hair length, I've come to realize that making the ends of her hair loosed is going to help us a great deal. And from this length onwards till her hair, as her hair keeps growing, I'm not going to be making the ends of her. I have no plan to make the ends of her hair tight, by no means. In fact, I've gotten so used to it that I don't braid the ends of her hair tight. Neither do I braid mine tight, and I don't braid that of my clients tight when they're making just their natural hair, except they're putting in some form of extensions. Then we can make it tight. So as I'm losing her hair, I'm using my fingers. I like to use both hands so that I can know where there are knots and where there are tangles. Okay, and I'm also very mindful of not losing any strand on this hair. I don't want anything to fall off by mistake. When I encounter a knot just like this that I'm doing on the screen right now, when I encounter a knot like this, what I want to do is to take my time to pull down each strand downwards, the knot, not upwards, but like downwards. I'm pulling the hair downwards, and being patient helps me a lot. Now I'm done. See, it doesn't take time at all. It takes a long time for us to grow our hair. Then why shouldn't we take our time when we are handling our hair? If it were extensions, you can always buy another one. But this hair doesn't grow in seconds, neither does it grow in minutes. It takes years for your hair to grow. And my daughter's hair growth rate is not very, very fast. So I make sure that I preserve every hair on her head. And I will say this, whatever you do on your hair, you are either preserving your hair or you're damaging your hair. The question is, what are you doing on your hair? What are you doing right now? Ask yourself each time you're handling your hair, am I trying to preserve my hair or I'm trying to damage my hair? So I want to say something. This is a good time for me to encourage mothers, sisters, grandmothers, even fathers in the house. Go tell this message to your wife. Go tell this message to your sisters that we are embracing our natural hair. And we as mothers, we are role models to our children. When they look at us, they want to be like us, they want to talk like us, they want to do everything like us. Let's help them to have a clear map, a clear direction. Let's help them to boost their confidence by being a replica of what we are preaching. Why should my hair be permed and my daughter said be natural when I'm her role model? Very soon she's going to tell me she want to perm my hair. So on this video, I'm not cutting her hair, I'm cutting out the thread. Like I said, I used thread to achieve the previous hairstyle I made for her. So I just used the scissors to cut the thread, not her hair. Okay? We are role models to these kids. And I'm very happy that the natural hair community is growing so fast, so big. Most of the problems that we had about handling our hair before, they've been answered. Let's not be lazy. YouTube is a very, very good resource for us to find out so many things, so many questions. When you're losing your hair and then the under of the hair is having dirt that can cause breakage when you're combing, use these oils to melt out the dirt. Okay, and when you're done, put the hair into a loose twist so that it does not curl up and causes tangles that will lead to breakage. So for everything I do, I try to keep her hair stretched, as you can see. For everything I do, I try to keep her hair stretched. Hopefully by the time she's 10 years old, we want to see the hair by the waist side. I believe we'll be able to achieve this if we continue this way. So like I was saying before, if you ever plan to live in the diaspora, it's a no-brainer that you should start talking to your children how to embrace themselves from head to toe. All right? We are beautifully and wonderfully made by our Almighty Creator, God Almighty. No one can tell me anything less. Just imagine if the whole world had straight hairs. That would be so boring for God whenever He looks down on us. What do you think? Like some people say, variety is the spice of life. God wants to look down from heaven and see different types of hairs. Oh my God. He wants to look down from heaven and see different heads of hair, different textures. The Chinese with different hair texture, the Indians with different hair texture, the blacks with different hair texture, and then people with white and black parents, the ones they call mulattoes, with different hair texture. I'm sure that it gives God some level of joy, some level of happiness. He'd be like, oh, look at my wonderful creatures. Some people have white skin, some have brown skin, some their skin looks tanned. We also have the albinos. We also have those that are really dark, well-tinted black. All these things were created intentionally for God's pleasure. Let's not deny Him the pleasure of looking down on us and seeing us looking all different and making Him to smile. You know, these are my thoughts anyways. Just imagine you having the same type of shoes, the same type of clothes. Just imagine that all the clothes in your wardrobe is white and they are all satin. That's the same way we all want to look. We all want to have straight hairs. Want our hair to jump from 4C to 1A or 1B. Please, sister, how is that possible? How do you think you would relax your hair without your hair damaging? These days, I hear people saying things like, there are some healthy, relaxed hair now, There's some relaxers that will not cause so. How can you damage your hair in a healthy way? Is that possible? It's not possible. Before that hair becomes straight after applying a relaxer, you must have broken some bonds on your hair. And you can't tell me that a hair that has been tampered with is going to do as well as a hair that has never been tampered with chemicals, I mean. So this page is actually a no chemical zone. If you're thinking of how to make your hair journey a lot more easier while you're having your kinky hair, you're welcome to this channel. And if you have permed hair and you use all these techniques, your hair will grow so much better, because we are all about pampering here and doing the right thing. So as you can see me in this video, I'm applying oils at the roots of our hair, you know that part of our braid that has dust, lint, build up and all. This oil smells everything. Can we all see? If you have interest in getting this oil, don't hesitate in mentioning it in the comment section. Okay, so like I said, we are just, look at me, I'm just trying to make sure that everything is smooth. When I braid it up, I wrap it up like a little bantu, I knot it, the hair remains straight. You're going to see at the end of this takedown process how stretched her hair is going to look like. You won't believe I didn't even attempt to use a comb on her hair. There was no comb that was used. This is the video. There's no comb on her hair. So talking about building our children's confidence, especially our female kids, you know, even if you're back in Africa where they're surrounded with people like their hair texture, I'm telling you the very truth. You still have to do this mind talk to keep telling your child you're wonderfully and beautifully made. It pleases the Creator to see all of us different in some form and in some ways. And I'm very sure that it was not a mistake when God assembled the members of our body. Our nose is different, our hair texture is different, our skin texture is different, our accent is different. It's all made beautifully. Variety being the spice of life. Yes, let's embrace our difference. Let's embrace our individuality. Let's teach our children how to embrace themselves. When a child is confident, the child walks tall. When a child knows that she is beautiful, she can go out there and conquer the world. We are their role models. Let's help to boost their confidence by being a replica of what we are preaching. I know sometimes as we get so busy as moms. For example, my daughter is just seated and I'm making her hair. I'm still going to have to make mine. From a busy schedule, I still have to make my own hair. So I know sometimes we're so busy, we're looking for an easy way out. That's why some mothers go ahead and relax their hair. Some choose to cut their hair. Some choose to lock their hair. If you ask me, from my own opinion though, it's better I get this hair locked than to get it relaxed. Because when I lock my hair, I'm still carrying my African identity. When someone is walking in front of me and the person is all covered in clothes, but the hair is open, I can tell where the person is from. But when the hair has been altered, then I become a little bit confused. That's how some of us confuse our children, by having permed hairs on our head, and our children are having unpermed hairs, and we're telling them that their hair is beautiful. How can you tell me my hair is beautiful when your own is permed and mine is not? How? Before you know anything, you're making them interested in those other people they see with either stretched hair, or those that naturally have straightened hair, like those with 1A, 1B, 1C. Talking about those with white skin. Yeah. So look at the video. Her hair looks stretched. I didn't use the comb because I put it in twist as soon as I was done. Very loose twist that don't take me up to 20 seconds. 10 seconds. I'm done. Now, I like to line her hair in the next hairstyle I'll be making after washing her hair. That's another hack. It helps me with less manipulation. There are loads of manipulation that happens when the hair is being taken down. So I want to reduce the manipulation when I want to braid her hair. Yeah, so this is an opportunity also for me to mention that I offer hair consultation to mothers. I offer hair consultation to any female that wants to take her hair to the next level. I've been able to study hair for over a decade, and I'm well equipped with loads and loads of knowledge. I am a hair specialist. I'm a virgin hair expert. I'm a curly hair expert. I want you to always stop by my channel to learn one or two things that will help to take your hair to the next level. I want you to encourage your female child to embrace her hair just like it is. Whatever we embrace, we tend to nurture it. Let's teach them to embrace their hair, and let's teach them to nurture their hair. Let we as mothers learn how to nurture this hair so we can transfer the knowledge to our children. No matter how busy we are, we tend to do things that are important to us. Let's take the building of their personal confidence as important as when we go out there to search for survival, as when we go out there to work for money. Let's take it as important as how we build their self-confidence, because it is what they have in them that they will take with them all over the world. We don't want some timid children. We don't want a child that feels less of herself because she doesn't look like the other person standing next to her. Sincerely speaking, we are beautifully and wonderfully made. We are well knitted by the Most High God. There was no mistake or any error anywhere. It's for us to learn how to take care of ourselves. It's for us to learn how to handle what God has blessed us with. Look at how beautiful this hair is. Look at the volume on just one section of the hair that look at how beautiful it is. All I see is beauty. So I'm ready to learn so that I can teach her. So that I can teach her how to nurture her hair. It gives me so much joy when she says, "Mommy, I love the hairstyle you've made on me. It looks so beautiful." She's going to grow up this way. This is my declaration. She's not going to grow up comparing herself with some white kids. Yes, her hair can be straightened at any point in time in her life, but their hair can never be curly. Their hair can never go kinky. Yes, this is a uniqueness. This is a strength. Your hair is your strength. Your skin is your beauty. Your hair is your glory. Your skin is your pride. Don't alter it. Think of how you can take care of it. There are loads of resources out there. Don't be lazy, mama. Learn and teach these children as well. They are our future. Let's give them the confidence that we already have. Thank you. I do hope you're going to subscribe and learn some more. God bless.